Unfortunately, I am not able to make a salary adjustment at this time, so your salary is gonna have to stay where it's at.
Okay, I don't understand because I know for a fact that somebody else in this office just got a raise and now they're making more than I am, so.
I think it's safe to say that money is a topic many of us try to avoid at work. No doubt, asking for a raise can be pretty uncomfortable. That said, it's a conversation you will likely have at some point throughout your career, and hopefully more than once. You can't always rely on your boss giving you a raise without you asking for one. With that in mind, it's important to know when you should ask for one and how to do it.
Hi, do you have a quick second?
I'm a little tied up right now, but if it's quick.
Absolutely.
First issue, Zach is catching his manager off guard with his conversation. Always schedule time in advance so you both are prepared. Let's continue.
So, all right, this is not easy for me to come and ask you, okay? It's just that my partner and I recently bought a house, okay? Yeah, and we've been going through our personal finances and our budget right now is stretched really, really thin. There have been some unforeseen issues with the house and we've had to pay more out of pocket than we originally thought and we had to dip into our emergency fund.
Before Zach goes any further, let's talk about this. The number one mistake people make when asking for a raise is making it personal. Your reasoning should always be centered around your professional performance and growth, not what's happening in your private life. The conversation should be void of any sulking or emotional baggage. Let's see how Zach finishes the ask.
All right, I'm sorry to have to come and ask you this, but I'm wondering if you might be able to give me a bump in my hourly rate. I mean, any additional take-home pay would be really helpful right now. So, what do you say? Can you help me?
Okay, a couple things to unpack here. Never apologize when asking for a raise. Even with a rock-solid ask, apologizing for it automatically weakens your argument. Also, you should always have a number in mind you're asking for as well, which you should determine by doing research in advance. Let's take a look now at the proper way to ask for a raise.
I beat my sales goal for the year. I've been managing a team of direct reports. I see a clear path for upward mobility. I got this.
Yes. Already, Jessie is going into this meeting with confidence. She's practiced her talking points, and her manager knows what the conversation is going to be based on the calendar invite. Let's see how this one goes.
First of all, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today.
Of course. You've been a great asset on this team, and I know you want to talk about your growth here. So what's up?
Okay, so I have been reviewing my performance over the past year, and I am really proud of where I'm at and excited for my future here. Just off the bat, I have beat my personal sales goal by 15%, and I'm on track to bring in even more this year.
Wow.
And in addition, I managed summer interns last year, so I really think that I'm ready for direct reports of my own.
Okay.
I would really love to grow into a senior sales position both this year and next, as I see it as a clear path for upward mobility in this team.
Okay.
There is so much to love about this already. Jessie has demonstrated that she's outperformed her expectations in the job. She explains how she's done it exceptionally. She's also identified avenues to take on more responsibility, which shows she is committed to continued growth at the company. Now let's get to the ask.
With all that being said, it's been about a year since my last raise, and I've done some research both internally and externally and based on my performance. And I was hoping to see about a 5% increase in my salary. I have really enjoyed all of the opportunities for growth in this position, and I'm excited to continue that growth moving forward.
I'm glad you brought this up, and I couldn't agree more.
Nail the landing. And given the timeline, Jessie is due for a raise and came prepared with research on the appropriate amount to ask for the responsibilities. You can even go a step further and present a one sheet of your successes, areas for new growth, and your proposed raise to your boss. It's the talking points you've already prepared, so it not only helps serve as your script, but could serve as a salary review if your manager needs to submit one. Now, the answer we all hope to hear when asking for a raise is obviously yes, but there is a chance that your boss could say no. Just as you prepare to make the actual ask, you should also be prepared if you receive a no. We're going to look now at the wrong and right ways to respond in this situation. Zach has been with his company for about a year and has been achieving his goals. He's just asked his manager for a raise. Let's listen in.
Okay. Thank you for bringing this up to me. Unfortunately, I am not able to make a salary adjustment at this time, so your salary is going to have to stay where it's at.
I don't understand, okay? I know for a fact someone else in this office just got a raise, and now they're making more than I am.
Well,
Comparing your salary to others is not a good tactic. Keep the conversation about you and your performance.
those are two completely different situations with completely different factors, so I'm not going to discuss other people's pay with you.
All right, you should know this. If my salary stays the same way, then I'm gonna have to go out there and start looking for a new job elsewhere.
No matter how frustrating it might be to be given a no when asking for a raise, never sulk and make an ultimatum like threatening to leave. This could very easily sour your position in the company and will definitely work against you. Let's try that one again. This time, Jesse will respond in the correct way.
Are you using the Indeed mobile app? The app is free and makes it easy to apply right from your phone. Click the link below or just search Indeed in the App Store.
Thank you for bringing this up to me. Unfortunately, I am not able to make that salary request at this time, so your salary is going to have to stay where it's at.
I see. But given that I've been achieving my goals and showing success in my position, can I ask why?
I agree that you've been reaching your goals, and I think that you have a lot of room for growth at this company. But for me to make a salary request that I can take up the ladder, I need to make the case that you are exceeding those goals.
Always ask questions to better understand the decision making. Really listen to what your manager says. You could use it in future negotiations. Let's see the rest.
I understand, and I too can see myself growing at this company. Can you tell me what you think it would take for me to earn a raise in the future?
Okay, if you can close 2 deals of new business beyond your targeted goals for the next quarter, I think I can make a pretty convincing argument for you to get that raise.
Okay, that sounds doable. Thank you again for taking the time to meet with me today.
Of course.
And can we chat again about this in 3 months?
You got it.
That was great. Jesse was left with actionable next steps and kept the conversation positive and forward-looking. And most importantly, they set a milestone for when they're able to reassess the raise. But let's be honest, if an employer cannot provide a raise, the solution is sometimes to look elsewhere. It's always a personal decision, but having a stagnant salary isn't something everyone can manage. That said, there's often more than just money on the table. If that's the case, consider negotiating for things like flexibility, vacation time, and professional development opportunities. Asking for a raise can be nerve-wracking, but with the right preparation and practice, you'll be able to walk into the conversation with confidence and leave with results. Do you have an interview coming up? Make sure to like and subscribe.
It's making me uncomfortable.
Maybe that's what
I'm like, this is a lot.
I can definitely make it more uncomfortable if you want more desperate, you know?